RB Leipzig 3, Manchester United 2. We are Europa League yet again. Manchester United are out of the group stages, and I can't quite believe I'm saying that after the start we made, beating PSG, beating Leipzig, and to now lose this and throw it away on the final day when we needed just a point. When we came out with 5 defenders, 2 central defensive midfielders, and were somehow 2-0 down after 20 minutes. We are Europa League, and you know what? We deserve to be Europa League. Today, we got it wrong. Over the course of the 6 Champions League group games, I know there's those games where we've got it right, and got it very right, at home, away from home against PSG, at home against RB Leipzig. But overall, we have not been good enough. And as a result, we deserve to go out. People will look back to that Istanbul Başakşehir game in Turkey. It was abysmal. But also looking at this game here today, it was abysmal from start to finish. We can all talk about the injuries and the players that we had missing. Cavani, Martial, Paul Pogba, who started on the bench after his agent came out yesterday talking absolute rubbish ahead of one of the biggest games in the season. I couldn't blame Oli for not picking Paul Pogba. I genuinely couldn't. And you're missing these players, but those players do not improve the problems that Manchester United had in that first 20 minutes, which was we couldn't defend. We are not organised. It is schoolboy stuff, and I genuinely don't get it. What are we doing on the training pitch? What are we doing? If anybody has played football at Sunday league level, school level, grassroots, any level, basics that we see at those levels are not happening at Old Trafford, at Manchester United. And why? Is this defence organised? Do they do drills in defence? Do they even talk to each other? I can't remember the last time I saw Harry Maguire speaking to his left back, speaking to his right back, speaking to his centre back, calling the line, bringing them forward, bringing them back. I've not seen him do that once. I've not seen Aaron Wan-Bissaka all season look over his fucking shoulder. Why are you being drawn to your centre-halves man that he is marking? Why are you being drawn to him? I don't understand. You're getting drawn all the way there, completely oblivious to the fact that their fucking fullback is in our penalty area after 2 minutes about to score. It's schoolboy defending. And you got Harry Maguire who comes out and says for the first 20 minutes we weren't at it. Weren't at it. In the 6th group stage game of the Champions League where we need to go through, you weren't at it. You didn't come out ready for the game. I'm sorry, it's just not good enough. And the organisation of that defence, you can see individual errors. Victor Lindelof with a short, lazy pass to Paul Pogba, which starts the process to conceding that 3rd goal. Harry Maguire not covering his man, just letting the ball roll past him and letting his man get in ahead of him. David De Gea making himself smaller, not clearing out the striker, Kluivert, taking the ball, taking the man and everything. Just bottled it. That was the 3rd goal. Like, just looking at the team today, it was individual errors all over the shop. But that comes down to the coaching and the management on the training pitch. And this isn't just one game that we're seeing this in. This isn't just one game that we're seeing poor defensive discipline, poor leadership in that defence. This isn't the first time that we're seeing it. We're seeing it constantly. Now, Oli, you can be all well and good, trying to score goals and going forward and doing all that. But if you're not going to sort out that defence, we're not going to win anything. We're not going to win anything. We're not going to keep progressing. We're not going to do anything because we're far too easy for opposition to play against. Today, they left out Poulsen. They had injuries left, right and centre. Their main centre-half out. We weren't the only one with injury problems going into this game. Yet we were so poor. And as soon as we went 2-0 down, I just knew it was done and dusted. Yes, we've come back against Southampton. Yes, we've come back against other teams. But this isn't them teams. This is in the Champions League against the team that finished in the semi-finals last season. You can't be expecting to be given, a couple of goals. And look, towards the end, the hope killed me. Because a deflection either side of the goalkeeper here or there, or, your shot goes in, or Scott McTominay keeps his shot down, Rashford, whatever. United are going through today. But I don't even want to talk about that because we don't deserve to be going through. The defending in Istanbul, the defending today was shocking. And the team that we started with, I just don't get it. From back to front, I don't get it. David De Gea, poor, not good enough today. What is going on with you, bruv? You've been so reliable for us over the years, and you're just a shadow of your former self. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who I believe last season was very good, shout for player of the year. Basics. How many times over the last 6 months have we seen that side of the pitch just... Remember Brighton? How many chances did they have there? Bro, look over your shoulder. See who's behind. Because the striker in the middle of the pitch is not your man. You're a right back. Look over your shoulder. It's all well and good being able to make the recovery, have the pace, do all that. But just do the basics and you don't have to make that recovery challenge. You don't have to. Maguire, forget the price tag. He doesn't pick the price tag. So what do we look at? He's a player that came in, was given a first team spot, first team number, and the fucking armband. I said at the time, I'm not sure about the armband, because I'm not even sure his first 11 every week for Man United when everyone's fit. And he was given that. All right, cool. But is he showing what a Manchester United captain is at the moment? Paul Scholes said before the game, if he was Harry Maguire, he'd pull Paul Pogba to the side and have a word with him about his agent. Can you see Maguire having the balls to do that? He doesn't even pull Victor Lindelof or Aaron Wan-Bissaka aside to give them a bollocking or ask them where they were for a goal. So how can you expect him to do this with a World Cup winner who's above his pay grade? I don't get it. You're not going to get that from Harry Maguire. He's too quiet, and when things are going wrong, which is he starts thinking about himself, not the team, not the unit. Victor Lindelof shown improvements over the last 6 months. Last 3 months. Both of them have. Maguire's been improving as well. But just fall apart. Luke Shaw. Just back from an injury, all right. There could be a little bit to do with that there. Just back from an injury. All right. But then, basics, bro. Basics. You can't do them. Your positioning is awful. You were like a headless chicken on the pitch. I don't get it. And Alex Telles is the new signing. I'm not going to put it all at his door, but, defensively, he's got question marks. We know that. But when we're playing with a back three, can't even hold the mic this sound. When we're playing with a back three, your wing back should be able to have a little bit of freedom. But when that back three is playing like a bunch of idiots, there's no freedom there for you. McTominay and Matic, today they started. Without Fred, it was difficult. We kind of had to play Matic, especially after what had happened with Paul Pogba the night before. But again, not good enough. Not good enough. Even if you play Pogba, does that make the first half better? I'm not sure. I don't think so, because he doesn't lead the defence. We may be better going forward. We may be better in terms of creating chances, but he doesn't lead that defence. So I don't think he improves that. And again, I think that was the right decision by Ali. But there was a lot of things he got wrong today. And 5 defenders and 2 DMs and conceding 2 after 20 minutes is one of them. How is that happening? How is that happening? Fergie once said you don't win things with a great... You win titles with... I don't remember what the saying was, but, you win games with a great attack. You win titles with a great defence. United ain't winning a title with this defence. United ain't winning a title with this defence unless there's dramatic improvements. There could maybe be one of those that forms part of the defence. But all of them, I can't see it. I genuinely can't. Bruno Fernandes wasn't his best day today, but it was at the heart of everything that was good for Man United. Hit the bar just before they went 3-0 up. That could have sparked the comeback a little bit earlier. And if we get that goal, we probably end up going through. But we need to stop relying on Bruno Fernandes dragging us out of the shit. Because that's all we do. Marcus Rashford, again, usually drags us out of the shit. Bad game for him today. Wasted his chances. Looked scared when he was going through on goal. In and ahhing when he could have took players on. He didn't have a great game today. Had chances to do better. Didn't. Mason Greenwood, again, I thought he played well. Won the penalty in the second half for Manchester United, which got us that first goal Bruno Fernandes scored. Should have done better with a few opportunities that he had himself personally. But I'm not going to start calling out a 19-year-old boy here who was one of our best players. Now, Paul Pogba, when he came on, you could argue he changed the game. But we know Paul Pogba has that ability in his locker. The problem is we don't see it consistently enough. And you've also got your agent running his big fat mouth the night before a big game. So being able to start you was already a moot point at that. But again, if you're going to use him, surely you start him if you want to. Like, it's just, I can't be asked with this Europa League shit anymore, man. And yet we are Europa League. And Ollie, I was saying at the time, people were saying, you have to give credit. Like, they were saying, Bruno Fernandes got you Champions League football. And I was saying, nah, bruv, give your credit to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's done this. There was a great run from January to the summer to get us in the Champions League football. Well, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has to take the responsibility for United now being a Europa League team, because there's been some big decisions along the way of this group stages that he has got wrong. And today was another one of those. We weren't organised enough. I want to know what they're doing on that coaching pitch with that defence, because it's clearly not working. And whilst we had big players out today, and whilst there was a lot going on yesterday, and I felt sorry for Ollie with that, you cannot blame the result on Mino Raiola's comments, because these are things that we've seen a long time before. You can't blame it on Cavani and Martial not being in the team. Martial has scored 2 goals this season, and Cavani, whilst he's scored a few goals, is a new player. We can't be relying on these players for basics. You can't be saying, if we had Pogba and Cavani and Martial starting, these things don't happen, because it's basics that are going wrong. If I did some of that stuff at school, I'm getting hooked off. You're not talking to your defenders. You're not looking over your shoulder to see what's going on. Basic stuff in the biggest stage of world football, and we're doing that. We're in the Europa League, and you know why? Because that's our level now. And look, the pressure's going to be on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This season is make or break for him. Now, I don't think this decision will lead to him being sacked. But if he don't turn it around quick, and in terms of getting better performance, getting better organising, getting us going back on, you'd fear for him. Now, the problem with this team is, I don't know whether we're a good team or a bad team. Because we're so inconsistent, we'll probably run out and beat City on the weekend. And that will make it all the more frustrating. Just be one of them. Let me know where I stand with you lot. Because right now, I don't know. And the pressure's on, Ollie. The pressure's on. This season, he has to get it right. This season, he has to show signs of progress. And this here isn't that. It isn't that. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you're liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. Keep it locked to Stretford Paddock. I'm Adam Mckola. And just like United out of the Champions League, I'm out of here.